Has his eyes on Han Summer.
Han Summer has cleanse, has flash, Selfmade dives in, Han Summer has no chance! fnatic would, well, anyone would be hard-pressed to say they're not gonna win, because, wow, okay, that was unexpected. Selfmade gets one, he's looking for two, the charm's gonna go out on Bander, here comes Reckless and TP coming in. Selfmade, oh, he snuck all the way around. Han Summer, he's behind him, depth charge coming out, but there's the arcane shift across the wall. Selfmade's still trying to get in, Dawning Shadow, there's the charm, Selfmade dives into the back line!
fnatic Selfmade is becoming notorious for his Evelynn play, carrying fnatic to LEC finals with it against Rogue, then getting it permabanned against him for the rest of playoffs, and now destroying Chinese SoloQ with it. Let's have a look at how he does it. Selfmade starts his clear on blue buff, beginning with a full clear with Gromp, Wolves, Raptors, red buff, then Golems. His first clear finishes at 3 minutes 13, slightly slower than his optimal, but very close. In fact, the enemy Zac is still on his second buff, after Eve has finished clearing her whole jungle. He even finishes his first clear with 1 health pot charge left, so he can use that at the end to gain HP for the gank. Selfmade gets first gank top, but if this isn't possible, you can go straight to Scuttle Crab, if it's not gankable. And then after Scuttle Crab, look to gank top or mid. After this, he picks up an assist on the gank top, then goes for Scuttle Crab, and wards the enemy jungle to try and find the Zac. He starts his base, but he notices Zac on a ward ganking bot lane. He knows that his camps will be up topside, because Zac finished killing his camps at 2 minutes and 8 seconds, and he knows that the camps respawn after 2 minutes, and it's now 4:08. So he can cancel his recall and kill the Gromp, and then he knows that the wolves will be up again, as they have the same amount of time to respawn. He even leaves a small wolf up, which completely wastes Zac's farm time. This kind of greedy path means that it was ideal for him to then go back to clear his raptors, and then Krugs, and then base, instead of basing first. This means he is then able to afford Codex, Dark Seal, Hunter's Machete, and a control ward. Dark Seal is a super common first item for Selfmade on Eve, as she is built to snowball and has safety from R to avoid death to keep the stacks, so try and build this early in the game. Next, he grabs some XP mid and gets to level 6 at 6 minutes 30 before his second round of buffs spawn. He could also have just done 1 extra camp now and got level 6 and then look for a gank, that would work just as well. And already, Selfmade has made it to level 6, past Eve's weakest point with ease, and very quickly. He can now begin to use Eve's passive invisibility to pick up kills around the map. He looks for this kill topside, and he gets it. He notices Zac again on a ward botside, trying to gank. At this point, Selfmade knows that his blue is up, and that the enemy Zac started on blue buff. So now he knows the enemy blue is up, and also the other 2 top camps. He grabs the blue, the Gromp, and the wolves once again. Since it is Challenger, the enemy top knows Eve is here, so tries to stop her getting all of the camps and basing. But Selfmade plays Eve right on the edge. And manages to pick up another kill on Rumble and escape through the river. He grabs his 2 top camps that are up and he still doesn't base, as he sees an opportunity for a counter gank top lane. He manages to grab a double kill from it, but he does die, unfortunately. This is fine, because he got so much gold, he's now able to complete his full jungle item, and he even upgrades to a Majias at this time, to continue his snowballing. This is a very solo queue strategy that he wouldn't risk in LCS, but he does a lot in solo queue. Even if Eve isn't picking up tons of kills early, you can still have the Majias and then pick up tons of kills in the mid game, and then you're just as strong as you would be. After this, all of his camps are respawning, so he grabs all of them again. Since he has no camps up, he decides to go for a mid play. He sees that mid lane is frozen on his side, and he does a common strategy, which is waiting in front of the wave for the enemy to walk up to lane. It's basically a free kill in an unexpected position, because the enemy needs to walk up to get the wave, to get CS and XP, otherwise they'll be denied for a long period of time. So Selfmade takes advantage of this in solo queue and in LCS.
They hit him with 1 long range.
Bye Han Summer, bye Han Summer.
By being in an unpredictable place, where he can one-shot the enemy carry if they walk up. He doesn't have any luck in this specific situation, but it's worked quite a few times in LCS even. He then grabs the rest of his bot camps. He sees a gank happening mid and counters it. Then sees a free kill top. 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 Then sees a free kill top which turns into 2 free kills, with some incredible play from Selfmade. Next we see Selfmade using the power of invisibility and the pressure that Eve has to get a kill on a very slightly overextended AD carry. It doesn't need to be more than out of tower range to be too overextended and to be a free kill for Eve. Eve does have the invisibility pressure that's constant across the map, but if you're not actually using it for anything, then it's not going to be as powerful. So enemies will be scared that you can be anywhere, and you can use this pressure to actually be wherever you want. There's nothing to do on the map, so he quickly grabs the dragon, takes his base, and grabs a few more items. Once again, he's running out of base, he wants to be efficient, so he grabs a quick camp on the way to a gank. You want to be picking up your farm as quickly as possible, basically sprinting through the jungle on the way to a gank. You don't want to be wasting any time at all on Eve, as you need to be getting lots of farm and kills to remain useful in the game. From there, it's as simple as getting a Baron, waiting in the enemy jungle for free kills, waiting outside the enemy base for free kills, and then pushing in the waves to end the game. Here's the build that Selfmade goes in solo queue. His professional play build is a bit different, but the solo queue one is more relevant, as it's built to specifically win solo queue games, whereas the pro one is built to be consistent. Also, here are the runes that he uses all the time on Eve, so you can copy them. Selfmade's Eve is something special, and it's something that we'll definitely be seeing more of at Worlds. It might even be a permaban champion for him, and if it's left open we should get to see some cool combos like Shen top with Eve jungle, or maybe something like an Orianna Eve would be very cool to see. Let's hope some teams leave it open and that fnatic can do well at Worlds. Thanks for watching.